Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So today's video, first of all, I have to give a disclaimer. This video is strictly for educational purposes. Please do not search out the person that I talk about in this video. Do not drop any kind of hate speech, any hate comment, any threats, any violence. This channel does not support any of that. We just want to have a discussion. This is for educational purposes. So this video is about a white woman who obviously has biracial kids speaking to other white women with biracial kids. And see, this whole video just gave me some kind of vibes that I don't know, it kind of rubbed me off the wrong way. I know you guys are going to be like, I've come again with another video about biracial kids. Yes, because obviously we're going to be dealing a lot with this because a lot more interracial marriages are happening, and I think the ones that usually go viral are the ones where it's a black man and a white woman, and I do not know why. Anyway, this white woman who obviously has biracial kids came out and made this video. Yeah. Am I the only person that felt weird about it? Like, okay, so obviously you've expressed that your family did not want you to be with a black person, but you went ahead and you're with a black person, and now you're seeing it as a flex. Okay. Let me play the different reactions people had to this video that she made.
Every time I get on this fucking app, I see this shit and it annoys the fuck out of me. I literally don't know why people who are like in interracial relationships or have mixed kids make it their entire fucking personality. I feel like it's a fetish. Like, it's fetishized for some fucking reason. And it's really crazy. And I have friends that are in interracial relationships and interracial marriages, but none of them like fetishize this shit because I wouldn't be friends with them because it's real weird. Like, it's cool if you're in an interracial relationship. That don't bother me. I'm a product of interracial marriage, whatever. My grandmother was white, grandfather is black, you know, down the line, whatever. But I don't make it my whole fucking personality.
That question should probably be directed to the children that you're asking about. So I'm going to answer it for you. We're traumatized. And we have identity issues that we've been dealing with and working through for years. That's how we're doing.
So let me get this straight. You confidently posted this really thinking that it was going to be some kind of gotcha moment, when in reality you just expose yourself as yet another white woman who fetishizes black men just to piss off her racist parents and to get some mixed kids out of the deal. Cool.
Don't scroll, just give me 60 seconds of your time. If you go back and watch that video and you're like, I don't know why it bothers me, I can't quite put my finger on it, but it just feels, I might be able to provide some insight on that. I want to preface this with the fact that there are and have been black women who have been talking about these issues for ever. So we need to rewind back to the slave trade real quick. I promise you this, I promise, just stay with me. Stereotypes and pseudoscience were used to justify, you know, the slave trade by stereotypes like with black men being strong, masculine, having big dicks, black women being hypersexual, which justified, you know, the awful things that were done to black women. So all of these stereotypes have been ingrained subconsciously throughout the years in people, and you and I, everybody has subconscious biases, everybody. Then we also have this issue where there has been a, let's say, pattern of some black men who prefer to only date white women. And what ends up happening is their preference, they kind of model this white woman into a black woman, aka they basically just have them appropriate everything about black women in a light-skinned person's body. And so there's all these different types of fetishizations that are occurring, right? There's this article that talks about this stuff, and it's a very good article, and you can even listen to it, which is really cool. I'm going to just kind of leave it here for y'all to screenshot it so you can find it. So the reason why that video might feel kind of cringy is because historically, white folks have used black men and women. And you watch that video and you're like, did this chick use her mixed kids and partner to get back to her racist parents? And who knows, maybe they are like genuinely a happy, like healthy situation. We don't know that. And then you have mixed kids that internalize all of that shit. They have to just deal with it and live with it. And it's a fucking nightmare for mixed kids.
Besides the obvious fact that this video is just weird as hell, like bringing children into this world who have black in them into racist families is weird as fuck. And I want you to realize that that's weird as fuck. But I feel like the weirdness is even more apparent in the comments. Like, there's this one comment of this one person who's literally bragging about the fact that their grandparents didn't want them. But now that they're actually here, they're the favorite. I don't think I need to explain why being one of the good ones is not a good thing. Like, this is not a flex. Y'all need to stop flexing this.
As a biracial child who was born into a family where they weren't really ready to have mixed or black kids, I have a few questions for you, so listen in. 1. Do your parents think of your mixed kids as an exception to the rule about black people? You know, where they actually hate other black people, look down on other black people, don't see them as full people, and your kids are the exception to the rule, but they're actually still racist. 2, have you set an expectation throughout your entire extended family that they need to have a pro-black politic to both support your partner and your children? 3, have you set the expectation that your entire family needs to have a pro-black politic because that is really integral to the fact that now you have black people in your bloodline? Like, have you done that yet? 4, do you put all the expectation and onus of protecting your kids on your black partner? And 5, did you think that simply birthing mixed kids made you an ally to them? Figure out your answer to these questions before you make your little TikToks.
White women's obsession with collecting mixed children like Pokemon needs to be studied. I need a PhD student out there to get to work.
It is literally because of stuff like this that I don't fuck with other white women that have mixed kids. Now, before we get into the whole moral high ground thing, let's make 2 things clear. Number 1, I was raised in a POC family, POC community. I was raised with entirely different values, and I was raised around people that were darker than me. So it was not fetishization, it was literally just environmental. Number 2, every single interaction that I have had with white women with biracial kids has been disgusting. About a year and a half ago, I met a woman out here, and I was really excited to meet another white woman that had mixed kids. To be fair, she had 1, exactly. She was married to a white man, they had like 3 white kids on top of that. But I was like, cool, you know, I don't have any friends out here. Let me try to make a friend. She seems all right, and we have something in common. Now, within the first 2 conversations that we had on Facebook Messenger, this woman told me how she is certain that all black men are deadbeat dads because she chose an ain't shit baby daddy because she fetishized a black dude one time when she was 17, 18 years old and made a mixed kid that represented the whole. Now, on top of this, she did not allow her mixed kid to have any contact with their black family. And she was super MAGA trumped out and was always posting the cringiest, most racist shit, specifically towards black people. She would be saying outrageous shit about like the phrase black is beautiful and oh, well, I can't say white is beautiful. That would be a problem, blah, blah, blah. Telling me how she did not teach her daughter to think of herself as any differently than her white siblings. That she was not going to teach her kid about racism or anything like that. She never did her kid's hair. I mean, I could just go on and on. And then I've dated a few biracial dudes with white moms and, you know, I can like just add to the list of all of the racial trauma of growing up with a white mother. And while I'm grateful that my kid is going to have an outlier experience from that, I understand that that's not the norm. The majority of white women are not raised around a lot of people of color or by people of color. But the men that are letting this happen need to be having a very hard look at the type of women that they're procreating with. There are too many biracial kids coming out talking about their experiences with their white mothers and how f***ed up it was. Y'all gotta stop treating mixed kids like trophies. They are human beings. They don't deserve to be the product of fetishization. They don't deserve to have to deal with your racist ass family. The end.
You guys can see from the reactions, you could see that the biracial kids also spoke up. You could see the black people, you could see the white people talking about it. Obviously, I'm not the only person that thinks that video was weird or awkward or gave me some kind of vibes that were not necessarily good. You guys, I'm tired of talking about this at this point. I really hope that the black people who get with these white people that have raped deceased family members know what they're getting into, and that they do all they need to do to protect themselves and their kids. That's all I'm going to say about this. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you like my kind of content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.